Hi, the Sony A7 III has been one of the most popular full-frame mirrorless cameras on the market, but with Sony A7 IV coming along, some photographers may be considering selling their A7 III to buy the latest model. In this video, which is sponsored by MPB, I'm going to take a very quick look at how the two cameras compare. The most obvious difference between the A7 IV and A7 III is the new sensor design. Sony has upgraded to a new 33 megapixel back illuminated Exmor-R CMOS sensor that replaces the 24 megapixel chip in the A7 III. So the new camera's images are 9 million pixels bigger. This is accompanied by the same Bionz XR processing engine as is found in the A7 III and Sony A1, and it enables the A7 IV to have the same standard sensitivity range of ISO 100 to 51200 as the Mark II, with only a slight increase in the amount of noise in the highest ISO images. Another benefit of this sensor and processor combo is that the Sony A7 IV is capable of shooting internal 4K video at 60p in Super 35mm 1.5 crop mode, whereas the A7 III tops out at 30p in 4K with a 1.2 times crop. It means you get a 4K slow motion capability with the new camera, albeit at the expense of a crop. If you want to use the full sensor for filming 4K with the A7 IV, then your frame rate drops to 30p, but you can shoot with 7K oversampling for enhanced quality. And while the A7 III is limited to shooting 30-minute clips, you can shoot 4K 60p 10-bit 422 video internally for more than an hour with the A7 IV. For comparison, the A7 III can record 4K video with oversampling from 5K at 30p or 6K at 24p, but the colour is 8-bit 420 when recording internally, so you don't get quite the same range of tones as you do with the A7 IV. While the A7 III has a hybrid autofocus system with 693 phase detection points and 425 contrast detection points, the A7 IV has 759 phase detection points and 425 contrast detection points, which means there's slightly better coverage of the frame with the Mark IV camera. As with the A7 III, Sony's popular IAF is a big feature of the A7 IV, and it gains the ability to detect birds and birds' eyes as well as humans or animals, all with real-time tracking. Unlike the A7 III, the A7 IV can use the IAF modes when shooting video as well as stills. In another clear upgrade, the A7 IV has a new 0.5-inch 3.7 million dot viewfinder, up from 2.4 million dots with the A7 III's viewfinder. At 120 FPS, the refresh rate of the A7 IV's EVF is also twice that of the A7 III, making it a bit clearer and better with moving subjects. Whereas the A7 III has a 3-inch 0.9 million dot tilting screen on its rear, the A7 IV has a 3-inch 1.04 million dot vari-angle monitor. That change in resolution doesn't make much difference, but the variable screen is a bonus when you're shooting in portrait orientation. And of course the screen can be flipped to face forwards if you're filming yourself. The touchscreen functionality is also upgraded and can be used to navigate menus and make settings adjustments. Design-wise, the A7 IV is similar to the A7 III, but has a deeper grip. And the microphone port has been moved to allow the vari-angle screen to have a good range of movement, unless you have headphones connected. Although some of the video upgrades might seem slight, aspects such as the ability to use the IAF modes in video and longer recording times have a big impact on everyday use. This, coupled with the substantial updates to the sensor, processor, autofocus, screen and viewfinder, mean the A7 IV makes a good upgrade from the A7 III, and it's worth giving some serious thought to selling the older camera.